how it is, how it is, what it is. I hope everybody's doing alright. Came home from work a little early, thought I'd get on here a little early, but some pandemonium happened right next door. Some stupid fucking spark plug fucking kicked in the door of somebody's house, and yeah, let's just put it this way: nothing good came of it. Nothing. And yeah, sometimes this shit happens. You don't know when it's gonna happen, so make sure you got your finger on the pulse and shit. Because you don't know if somebody's ever trying to break into something, and then when it happens next to you, you don't shit. I mean, it was fucked up. I heard three, four fucking shots. Cops came. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'll find out later, but that's not the point. Uh, hey, Mod, how you doing? Yeah, I'm all right. I was gonna look for my fucking chessboard, but yeah, I'm sorry. You wanna know my shit's so crazy? Like I said, I don't get out at the same time every day. I just don't. S- Thank you for coming on and showing respect, though. Me, I'm fine. I'm just I got my finger on the pulse. That's good. I'm happy, real. Very happy about that. Oh yeah, my mod, yeah. Or God forbid, if motherfuckers are so thirsty, they got away and they think they're gonna crack in the hut because what's fucked up is there's two cops down in the corner. I don't know. Probably in this whole little area, they probably got the motherfucking thing on my because when I pulled up, I wasn't even inside for 5-10 minutes, and I heard some commotion, and and then another one like 10 seconds after. Didn't hear nothing after that. All of a sudden, it was like 5 minutes later. There's cops everywhere. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm sure something not going out there. If somebody comes up in here, though, they're gonna have some trouble. But um, yeah, motherfuckers are thirsty out there. Yo, what's happening with you? What's happening with you? Hello, Lily, JL. How you doing? I got out early and I'm still motherfucking tired. Yeah, shout out. Yo. No, motherfuckers been on some bullshit. Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone's getting ready for the weekend. Hey, what, this? What are you talking about, that? Yeah, my daughter made that for me. Thank you. Yeah, my daughter made that for me. I thought you were talking about something like this. Like, I've never been to a concert before, so when I fucked my hand up and I was out on leave before went back, I figured, hey, I had opportunity to do something I never did, and went to go see Struggle Jennings and shit. Had a little fucking before party and after party with him. Did I just do no drugs? No, but somebody motherfucker just got shot down the block and the cops are everywhere. Why? Is there a fucking problem? Hey, I don't give a fuck what anyone's. I'm just letting you know, like, hey, when you don't expect things like this, you're gonna be on alert. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, at any time, the motherfucker come knocking at my door, and I'm talking to anybody. Police, hey, did you hear anything? I don't want them to know, like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I just come home from work. I'm happy I didn't get pulled over. Shit, they were on my ass again coming home when I'm on drugs. I can't be. Better calm down with all that bullshit. Yeah, they can't get me no more. They can't get me no more. But what would you do out of nowhere? You trying to relax? You just come home from work. You trying to get ready? I should have been on here 45 fucking minutes ago. And you think this shit is planned because it wasn't planned by me. But I needed to get the fuck on because I was obligated to. I'm playing people going, man, we miss you. Where you been the last 2 days? Well, the other day I was just fucking, I was, dude, I crashed out because I worked a little over 12 hours Monday. I got a full fucking kernel in, straight up. Because anything after my 8 is overtime, and anything after 40 in a week is overtime, and you work on your day off, you DT and shit. I get paid holidays and shit, so this beginning of this month, I'll be able to come on I don't know what holiday it is, but the beginning of this following month, I get paid all holidays, so I figure I'll come on then. But like 4th of July, I had something planned for y'all, like I showed you before. I've been getting my fireworks together and shit because it's been the last time I got my fireworks together was my broski was alive and shit. So like, it's bittersweet, because it's going on a year. Okay, and what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Of course, there's gonna be somebody that knows something. And the thing is, I don't give a fuck because I don't got nothing to hide. So we're not on that bullshit here, dude. So you want to know what you do? What you gotta do. That's fine. That's fine. I could give two shit. That's good. If they're looking at, that's good that they're looking at content. That's good that they're looking at my past content before they just start judging a book by its cover because this is all about awareness, change, and prevention of unnecessary strife. So, hi, Shauna Rose. Honestly, I should have been on here yesterday, the day before, and I wasn't. And I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I wasn't on, guys. You want to know what? I'm a man of accountability. I will take responsibility for my actions. I always have. I've never ran from a problem. I don't know any better. So, well, English is the hardest language to learn by default, and Spanish is the easiest one to learn. That's why it's second language and it's mandatory for people to learn if they're going to graduate high school. I'm okay, bro, but down my neighbor over here, man, somebody must have tried to kick in the fucking door or something. Because, like I said, motherfucker, somebody blicked 3 times. Fucking, fucking battalion of cops out there and shit. Everything's cooled down now, but they still like lurking around the corner because I think they're looking for somebody. Spotlights shining through everywhere, like you could see it going through shit and stuff. So like, you don't know what a motherfucker does. Like seriously, like motherfucker be on the run and try to break into another house to hide from the police. So like, you gotta have your finger on the fucking pulse. So I don't, like honestly, right now, I'm a little alert. I'm more alert than I would be because I didn't expect to come home early. I wanted to be on here an hour ago because I usually like to do 2 3 hour lives. But I fuck. I didn't even have my fucking shoes off, and all of a sudden I hear plop plop plop, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Before I knew it, it was blueberries and raspberries. Almost like the other night when I was coming home, I was on the live with somebody, and I said, watch this. I said there was 6 motherfucking cops following me. All of them teed off, and then all of a sudden one of them popped up like a fucking mushroom out of nowhere. And then what did I say? I said, watch when I hit this corner. Watch when I hit this motherfucking corner. They're gonna light me up. And what the fuck did they do? They lit me the fuck up. But they got no hit. And that's what felt so good because the first time getting pulled over legally with a license. I've never had a license in my life, and I'm so happy I've got it. Like I said, I'm so fucking like it was bittersweet because he was like, I was a little worried about you because you were swerving. I said, yeah, well, you were swerving with me because I didn't think you want to hit those fucking potholes, did you? Oh yeah, you're right. Are you sure you're okay though? I said, I don't know. Am I? I'm coming off work, man. You're gumming up the works. Just either tell me what's going on. You want me out of the car like the people last time. You want to search this motherfucker because you think there's 800 pounds of bud, whatever. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like my old shit, still, I pay. Hey, I'm on an installment plan with Karma, and I haven't gotten in trouble in over fucking 10 years since '09, since I got released from them gates. Got put on motherfucking parole and shit. So like, And in the last couple of years, like I told y'all, like I started this channel, I think it said June or July 2022. I didn't start putting content on it till like fall or like winter. So honestly, I feel like I'm doing really good on here because I didn't know nothing about lives because I had a TikTok before, and on there you needed 1,000 people to go live. Well, fuck, that happened real quick, but I had it on a gay phone, and what I mean by gay phone is iPhones. I don't like iPhones. That's just my personal preference, okay? So I got locked out of the account, but then TikTok did some dumb shit. If you go on my fucking, like I said, if you guys do any recon on my fucking shit, you could see like they did some dumb shit to where they had to pay out money, and I had a whole bunch of different accounts for different things, and then a couple of people I knew had accounts but didn't know nothing about it, so I filled out the forms, and they had to pay me. They had to pay me and my people some money because they broke some rules and shit, and I got that on my face. I mean, on here. I got this on here. And you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't have no Instagram or Instabook. And what I mean, you know what I mean? Instabook, Instagram, Facebook. I don't have any of that for this because I feel like I don't need it. Um, a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you just go on your shit and send the link right away? You would have a whole bunch of. I don't want people on. I want them to find it on their own as I gain notoriety and they see me going through their algorithm. Other than that, I want people that don't know me to be able to know that I'm here for them and they're here for me. Like a solar panel and a sun. Because some days you're just solar panel taking in the UV rays that I'm emitting out, and vice versa. Nobody's better than nobody on here. We're all the same unless you lower yourself to that level. You want to be a piece of fucking dog shit? Go ahead. You want to be an evil motherfucker? Go ahead. Been there, done that. I'm done with that shit. Like I said, if you want change, you have to want it. So, but yeah, I'm a little on alert right now because, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. And literally, I'd be damned if I'd be under a reverend anytime soon. Fuck, you thought I was gonna make it to 37? They never thought I'd make it to motherfucking 17. On Grave and them, on Gotti and them, on BC and them, on everybody. Fuck what you talking on all my departed. Looking down on me, on my dad's ashes and my dead homies. And that's what sucks, man, this motherfucking world, man. This world's built on negativity. On the hill in a handbasket. So, it's fucking cat stop, man. Cat, see, that's another thing too. Cats are real vigilant too. And they were acting real weird right before it happened. And I didn't think what was gonna go down went down, but like my one cat, these are my King's guards. Uh, you remember that one day when his tail was all real fluffy and shit? It was almost like he was ready to tee off on somebody, right? His tail got all fluffy and he started like looking out the window. And I'm like, the fuck do you see that I don't see? Because I'm not looking out the window. Because I don't need to. And then all of a sudden, blop, blop, blop. I'm like, the fuck? No, fuck that. Fuck that. I've been shot plenty. I don't. No, 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 no. Motherfucker wants something, they're going to have to get over the dead body because I'm not doing that shit. I don't go out looking for trouble. I don't open doors I can't close. But somebody fucking opens the door and starts some shit. I'm a finisher by default. So, and like I said, Lord has blessed me. I should really honestly be dead by now. I should have been dead. And I'm not trying to be stupid. I'm just being realistic. I should be dead or in a concrete cell, being a national treasure for the state or whatever. But you know what? God fucking blessed me, and I want to take advantage of that and help y'all. Even though it took a while. Like, you got to remember, back when I was growing up, they didn't have this type of shit. They didn't have cell phones with motherfucking cameras when I was a shorty. You see what I'm saying? They had big cell phones that were bricks that you could break over motherfuckers' heads. Almost like when you're in the county, and they give you that dumbass bread, and it's so rock hard, you're like, did this come from the bread museum? Shit, I'm going to keep this bitch for later. So I can crack somebody's fucking coconut. Yeah. That's how that shit was like. So, like, I'm tired. I was tired of getting in trouble. I'm tired of that rinse and repeat, that stupid shit, going against the grain. Like trying to rub one out with the cheese grater. Nothing good gonna come of it. Fuck that shit. So, but yeah, like my fucking neighbors out there, man, they tweaking and shit. Like they not doing nothing. I think they were defending themselves. I think somebody kicked their fucking door in. Because from what I could see, fucking like 14 squads showed up. They were everywhere. They had squad. There's still squads rolling around in the dark, like ghost riding, but popping their spots spot up right there. Whoop. Watch. You guys are gonna see something. You guys will. If they hit, you're gonna see. You're gonna be like, damn, you're right. And that's why I didn't get on right away because I didn't know what was gonna happen. Like you don't know, like when a motherfucker's doing some dumb shit and then the cops come, they trying to run. Like I said, they go kick in another door to go to try to hide or something. I'm not letting that happen. I got kids and shit. I take care of my mama. I'm not letting her get hurt. I'm not letting my daughter get hurt. I'm not letting nobody get hurt. I got obligation. Cal, that's right. That's right, Papa. Yeah, he wants to be part of it. Yeah, this this is the head commander of the King's Guards. Yeah, Cal Powell. Ouncer Stouncer. Hold on. He's mad because I ain't got the motherfucking light on. I'll put that motherfucking light on. Yeah, see? Yeah. Say hi, Cal Cal. Yeah. Go on. Get on with yourself somewhere. His tail ain't all bushy anymore, but when his tail gets, I'm telling you, they sense things. Cats got a lot of intelligence, a lot more than dogs. I'm not saying dogs are dumb. You know, they got that model, dogs man's best friend. That's right. I love dogs, but cats, shit. They wish they could use cats as for sniffing drugs out and shit when they put because cats got noses that make dogs look like our noses. Like you don't, you know, like they're not. So, but yeah, there's something. I'll find out. I'll find out later today before I go to work because my neighbors, I guarantee they're gonna be out there because there was all sorts of fucked up shit going on. I didn't hear no car squeal. I think someone tried creeping up and busting in their motherfucking shit and thought they were sleeping or wasn't home. So that's what I'm assuming, but I don't like to assume. But I can state for a fact 3 shots were shot fired, and I was just like, fuck that. Like, I didn't know whoever the fuck they didn't county didn't come, the morgue didn't come, so obviously they didn't toe tag nobody. But whoever the fuck tried to open that door, tucked tail and ran, and if they did get hit, they're being chased and they're leaking. I'll find out about it. I'll find out about it. But like I come home from work, that's the last thing I need. And the thing is, that shit could have happened right when I pulled in. I could have got shot the fuck up. You know, like, and I have fucking CC being fucking void. You know, like, and that don't mean a fucking thing. That don't mean nothing. That means nothing. Death does not discriminate. Like you minding your motherfucking business, you can die anyways in life. Like you be minding your you want you know. I'm gonna give you a sad story, and it's fucked. I think I've said it before. I don't know if I said it on a live, but like I was over at my shorty's, not one of my bro's house. It wasn't like my shorty, but he was older than me. But like me and him, we clicked hard, almost like me and Gotti. You know, me and Gotti, we were locked in. You know, when he died, I lost a piece of my soul. Like when my dad died, it been one. You know that you never get that shit back, and you'll never hear from it. I'll tell you, I got all this pain all pent up inside. I know the devil want my soul, but I'll never give him that. I lost some homies, and I'll never get them back. But all I can do is trust the G, and know that they're looking down on me, even though they are really protecting me and my nightmares I get every time when I sleep. But I'll tell you one thing to believe that I can't live with defeat. So if you're going to take me off my feet, make sure you do it without me, knowing what's going to happen. Because when you come from nothing, you try to get it all. Motherfuckers get mad and start hating all. Yeah, I used to sip codeine, but I never fall. I got off that motherfucking shit because it kept me stalled. And those motherfuckers used to want me locked up behind the wall. But all I have to do is make one of them calls. And then you already know what's going on. I have all my people and we running it all. But fuck all that, you know, like, we're not on none of that shit. I never gangbang, but, you know, when you got friends that do, you know, you can't hate them for what they do. Just like if you have a friend that's gay. What, you gonna hate him because he's gay? That's stupid. You hate yourself. You know, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I used to be my worst. I was my worst own enemy. I just didn't realize it. Jesus. Kamate. Damn, did you hear him? He was like, give me some attention. And that's what's crazy about Maine Coons. He's part Maine Coon in Siberian forest. Maine Coons are like attention whores. And he's like fucking trying to do a vertical on my electric chair. I don't ever use it to stretch out, but he's trying to do a fucking vertical on it. He's climbing vertically sideways, like he's fucking jumping out his body and shit. That's why you heard him. What? Take it easy on yourself, homie. Nobody trying to put you upon happy way. Just keep doing what you do. Yeah, just keep doing what you do, boy. When I see that tail fluff up, I know somebody's around. When you stop and you start looking at shit, like you see something through the wall, like you taking a shit in the stall, I know there's something going on. So we're gonna keep it like that. And I'm ready for somebody to kick in the door and make it part of the floor. Fuck it. Because what has happened, fucking shit. Fuck that shit. Nope, nope, nope. Uh-uh. You know, I stay myself and mind my own motherfucking business. And like I said, you still got to deal with life. And life's not about getting what you want. And it can be rough a lot of times. You just don't know until it happens to you and you feel it though. You'll be numb until you got that pain. Then you feel it all. But what's sad is a lot of people, self-centered, selfish, don't realize the type of shit they're putting themselves through, let alone everybody around them that cares about them through, you know. So, but you know, it's second nature. You probably be environment sometimes, but you know, like if you want change, you know, it pays to discover. Like I said, I'm not talking Mastercard. And yeah, I know. I usually use free sponsorship until I'm monetized. So this is brought to you by Karma Probiotic Water that is supersonic and it'll keep you immune from the idiotics in real life and polluting the airwaves. But it doesn't matter. They already prepaid for pre-dug fucking plots. So if they gotta take a dirt nap, that's on them. But it seems like we're doing all right tonight. But I could give two shits. All publicity is good publicity. Nothing can stop progress. Doubt is the true enemy. I'm gonna let you know this right now. So don't ever doubt yourself. Don't let anybody ever doubt you. None of that. Set goals for yourself. I know some people could be afraid of change. I was afraid of change at one time. You just gotta conjure that courage and stand the fuck up and be somebody. And that, you know, that's what I've been trying to do, and I have been doing. Like I said, what I tell y'all last year, I said this coming year is gonna be the year of evolving. I'm gonna evolve like a motherfucking Pokemon. Main Pokemons, they have like 3 different ways they evolve. Well, motherfucker, I've evolved 5 motherfucking different ways, and I still can evolve. And I'm gonna keep going. And I hope I can help all of y'all. Because this is the thing, we're all the same. We're all the same. I'm no better than you, and you're no better than me. We're all the same here. We're equal. So, you know, we got to give and a take. And I'm not talking the carrot and stick. We're not playing the frog and the scorpion either. So, how it is, what it is. You don't like it, just rotate. Because nobody's holding you against your will. I don't, I don't send, hey, you come on. You like what you got. You like what you see. Welcome to the family. Do what you do, what you're gonna do, where you're gonna do, how you're gonna do. Just make sure you know what you're gonna do. Hey, I know what I've been through. I don't know what you've been through, but I'll tell you this right now. Think before you act. Think long and hard before you act, because sometimes your emotions get a hold of you and you jump out your body because you're on autopilot, you're desensitized. And then you fucked up, because then when you get put in a spot to where that shit don't matter, you start, uh-oh, wish I would have had Mako or Geico or whatever. Even though they're a fucking ripoff. My fucking cousin never had any trouble. The one that I made a video about, the coward. I did everything to help him. I helped him get a job, help him get his car fixed. All I asked for him to do was a little work on my car when I got my license, because I was still working. And the motherfucker goes, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for it. You ain't got time? All right, whatever, bro. Karma will get your motherfucking ass. Oh well. That's just how it works. I ain't got time for it. I don't feel like doing anything. He said the world's coming to an end. Well, tell me something I don't know. It's eventually something's going to happen, but right now it ain't. Right now we can do what we want to do. That's why we were instilled with free will. We're made up half of good and half bad, but free will lets us administer what we want to at any place, time, however we want to. even though we weren't made to be gods and try to play tag with Satan. You know, there's just how shit gonna be. But yeah, you know, work was fine. I'm not gonna lie. Last couple days though, you know, got some greenhorns. You guys know what greenhorns are? Fresh motherfuckers. Yeah, fresh people. And they green behind the ears. And you wanna know what? They're slowly turning into shit horns, which means that they're full of shit. And then they're gonna fucking, I'm gonna rain a shit storm down on their ass. I'll make sure I'll be wearing one of my motherfucking bucket hats. Flip that bitch upside down. And then when they get shit rot and shit heal, they're gonna die of dysentery because they're on my motherfucking Oregon Trail. And I done warned their ass like, nobody's telling you what to do around here. We're suggesting to you because we're trying to help you. So like when you don't take the help and then you're cocky to us, you get nothing good from that. Nothing. Nothing good's gonna come to you trying to act like something you ain't. So like I've been there year and some change, okay? I just turned company in February, you know? So and this motherfucker been there all 3 days and he wanna try to tell motherfuckers been there 4 years. Oh, I'm gonna do things this way. No, you're not. Because you're not gonna fuck up what we got going on because we're not trying to fucking crash out at work. And where I work, shit's made to fuck shit up. And, you know, motherfuckers start trying to take shit in his own hand. No, we're going to apply belt to ass with deadly purpose, absent the thought. Because when you play stupid fucking games, you win stupid motherfucking prizes. And it's just like, you get this motherfucker just jumping up. And then people want to lie to you. If you lie about something little, you're going to lie about anything. Anything. And you know what? I don't like that shit either. And, you know, I don't give a fuck he pop up on this motherfucker or not. Because you know I got some shit to say to him, but I'm professional. I don't say I won't look him in the face and tell him how I feel at work because I'm professional and I want to become management. But he had the nerve to say to me the first day, "Why do you get to go around doing whatever you want?" I said, "You ever heard of being diversified? You know, being the jack of all trades?" No, I said, "Well, that means you want to be universal in here. You want to be able to know how to do anything at any time. So God forbid somebody doesn't come in or somebody has to leave because they get hurt or somebody drops dead or something crazy happens, you can fill that void." He goes, "That's not fair." I said, "You want to know what? Life's not fair, motherfucker. Obviously, you haven't had a real dose of reality. Get your fucking mind right." And you know, I guess he from somewhere, you know, and I don't give a fuck. All I know is I can't stand when people lie because he can't even look me in the fucking eyes when we're talking to him. And then when you try to help him, no, I don't think so. Well, I do think so because you're not fucking my shit up. You're not fucking my shit up. No, you're not. And then on top of it, taking fucking 45-minute breaks on 15-minute breaks. Hell no. Motherfucker thought he was smart. He was signing in and out at the same time, so it looked like when he came back, he did 15 minutes because he wasn't signing back in. He already signed in and out before he left, and he thought nobody would notice. Man, you're fucked up. You must have been hitting the conjure pipe full of fucking cyanide and sawdust and gunpowder and shit, and just lucked out, and you're still alive. Your brain's a half vegetable. All we got to do is hit you with a couple doses of Thorazine, then you really be a fucking turnip. Then you will pop up somewhere like a mushroom and turn up. Only you won't be alive. You'll be a statistic. And I don't want none of that shit because the motherfucker's so stupid. I get more reception from a fucking wall. Yeah. Oh yeah. And this motherfucker thinks because he's from one of the burbs right next to Chicago that he on one. I don't give a fuck if you think that you work for Bell Helicopter, motherfucker, and you fly Donald Trump around. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck are you in here trying to tell people what to do for? We don't tell you what to do. We suggest good things and we try to help you, and you want to be resistant. That's going against the grain. That's just bad. Nothing good comes of it. Just like trying to force things and rush things. Nothing good comes of it. Nothing. Fucking nothing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was gonna fucking break down a big ass motherfucking 14 grammer and roll myself a big ass wood. I haven't smoked in so long, but that motherfucker would have put me out of orbit. Yeah, but I didn't. I was like, fuck all that. You know, like I gotta keep my mind clear. I don't need no fog in the mist. It's bad enough I got cops on my ass, up my ass so far when they spit it comes out of my mouth. Because the motherfuckers, because of my old background, you know, like they run, and they hate that I'm legal now. I've never had a license in my entire fucking life. I just got it Like I said, 10 days ago or so. Never had. No, yeah, hey, I'm completely realistic. Anybody can drive, but do you want to drive legal or illegally? In the back of my mind, I knew. And you got to remember, if you're out there driving dirty, they only got to be lucky once. You got to be lucky every time you're behind that motherfucking wheel. So take that in consideration. Okay? I'm serious. What do you want, Tintilla? Shout out to Big Burley. Yeah, my boy Big Burley, he resigned. He had to resign, and it sucks. It sucks. Shout out to Uncle. Shout out to all my people that are around still. Shout out to the departed. Shout out to all you guys that's departed. Yo, I got somebody looking down on you. Hey, seriously, don't be your worst enemy, because I used to be my own worst enemy, and that's why I went through a lot of shit I went through. You know, sometimes you gotta fall and crawl before you can learn to walk. And like I said, shit started fucking happening with me at a very young age. You know, and I go through it all the time out here because people want to know, and it seems like it helps them. But like I don't want anybody to go through anything that I had to go through. And the thing is, there's a lot of people who go through a lot worse than what I go through, and there's people who go through a lot less than I go through, and there's people who would just luck the fuck out, and how it is what it is. Well, lucky for them. If we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have no luck, right? So take that in consideration. You know, it seems like when you start, I come from the mud, all right. So everything I got is I'm a self-made man, self-efficient. Okay, almost like what Pac says, self-made, but I'm not a millionaire. Used to be fucking with the pistol in the air, yeah. Living out of prison, fucked all that shit. That shit ain't cool. And rest in peace to him. Rest in peace to all them guys, because they all died in vain, and it was all set up by design because motherfuckers owed them millions and millions of dollars, and they both were trying to leave the labels, and they tried to make it look like an East Coast West Coast thing, and they made it real believable. And back in 95, 96, that's like when my dad died, so I was a little shorty. So like I remember that shit, and then like growing up, you in jail all the time, and you catching fades, and you fucking always doing what you got to do. I'm talking in the Audi home and shit. So like, motherfucker, you roll with that shit, like whatever. But I'm universal. I love all music. I love all music. I don't like. I'm gonna tell you this right now. What the industry's doing right now is like what crack did in the '80s. Like literally, like yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now. People don't want to realize shit. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. Okay, some people hate the truth, the brutal truth. Well, that's reality. So if you're trying to run from reality, then you must be doing something. Whether you gambling, eating chalk, doing drugs, robbing people, killing people. The thing is, when you come down, reality's still waiting there for you. Like you're holding a bag of fucking bricks, or you got a monkey on your back, or you're chained to an organ grinder. You gotta, I just don't want people to go through what I went through. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now: every second, every day, I've got to live with the shit that I've done. It's so easy to do the wrong thing. Living with it's the fucking hard part. And I've been through a lot of fucking shit. I just, I don't know how I'm glad I'm still here as I talk to you. Look at him. But this motherfucker knew it. He was cracking the thing. He was on my fucking screen shit. Trying to get his motherfucking Pilates or yoga and shit. I'm waiting for him to sink his claw in that motherfucker, so I got a reason to go get a new motherfucking TV, because this TV is like, for real, it's like 6, 7 years old. I'm surprised it still works. But go figure. Sometimes he does that. Like I said, Maine Coons by default, they're little attention whores. They need lots and lots of physical affection and verbalization. They just like that, right? Right, Papa? Right, Coco? Yeah. Keep looking at me like you a vampire and shit. We'll use you. You can drain some fucking bone from marrow if we gotta crack it after stripping flesh from bone. But right now, everybody's being good, and I ain't gotta talk to people like they're kids. That's one thing on here that makes me very happy when I get people on here, and mostly it might be the people that been following me, and that's good. But when you get these spark plugs and these motherfucking people who pop up like mushrooms who've been drinking zombie piss for God knows how long, and their brains dry rotted, deep fried, and charboiled like a fucking tire out in the fucking field, been out there 18, 40 years. So when you go to pick it up, it just disintegrates. You know, you just got to deal with it. And you got to understand these people are misunderstood, and they gotta learn their ways. And you can't stop them from what they're gonna do. So let them do what they gotta do, because the whole thing is it helps me trend. And you obviously you're doing something right. You got somebody hating on you. Like last time I was on here, somebody kept talking shit about somebody else who was following me because he kept claiming they were transgender. Well, even if they were or wasn't, what the fuck is it to you? Leave them be. That's their right and their preference. Give me one second. I'm gonna close that door. Oh, and you're like, oh no, I like the cats. And no, they got their own little personal door. They can come in and out as they please. Yeah. Yeah, I got door usher for them and shit. But no, I'm just telling you, like, you know you're doing something right when you got motherfuckers hating on you, and then out of nowhere they just start talking shit. Like they get on, and within 10 seconds they assume your whole life in a sentence. I mean, I've had people go, "Oh, you've never had a job in your life. You're collecting government checks. You're a fucking burnout." Hey, buddy, that's your opinion. You have a right to it, but you're reflecting what you're doing onto me. And guess what? I don't give a fuck because I know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? Because if not, I suggest you shape the fuck up. What I'm happy is it seems like at least I was able to get on, because like I said, I was real hesitant to get on after this shit went down. No, I was real hesitant because like you just don't know what's gonna happen. Like 2 years ago, 2 years ago, and I brought this up to my mod. 2 years ago, I was over down the block from my buddy's house. I was like two houses down from my shorty, my shorty shorties, my GKs. Yeah, my GKs, my grandkids. And it was weird. This one motherfucker we knew, and he didn't bother nobody, but he liked to do residential burglaries. And the thing is, when you do those, you have no idea. So, usually they clock in the place, right? Well, this guy, he thought he was the master. Well, he found out he wasn't the master real quick. Um, when he thought he was doing a fucking residential burglary, he actually was committing a home invasion and had no idea that there was actually somebody in there. So when he went into the master room, the fucking person woke up to them kicking in the fucking door, and they were behind their own door. So when he walked in, that motherfucker took three to the head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I mean, this guy was getting away with breaking in. I'm talking for like 20 years and shit. He gone now. He been gone. And the thing is, you get what you give. Life's a fucking gamble. You want to play? You want to play with your life like it's a game of cards? Go ahead. Act like it don't matter. When motherfucker in a position like that, they don't know any. I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. I'm here for my obligations and responsibilities. If you guys got obligations and responsibilities, fucking take care of them. If you don't, set goals for yourself. If somebody doesn't have your best interests at heart, let alone themselves, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but cut them off. Separate yourself. And if they say, "Oh, you think you're better?" No, you want your quality of life to build, and you don't want to be stuck in that quagmire that's a tar pit. Because I'll tell you this right now, motherfucker be drowning. Yeah, you throw him a fucking, you might throw him a fucking buoy, a fucking life raft, right? But God forbid, if you didn't know how to swim, the motherfucker might throw your ass a cinder block. You don't want that shit. So you gotta learn. You gotta learn. Big Burn takes its learn. The Ring of Fire. Mm, 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 mm. I wanna know, does life always have to be this way? Well, karma told me, yeah, if this is how you play, even when you think you got away with it, I'm here ready to burn you up. Oh yeah, oh no, no, no. Boom, boom, boom. Then it's time to wash you out. Boom, boom, boom. Time to retire. Get burnt up by the ring of fire. See, people don't understand. You can gravitate any way you want, but you better know what's coming with that shit. And me, I've always looked at things from both sides. A lot of people are so fucked in the head, or they just don't know no better and they're misunderstood. They look at it from their end, not the other end. So it's like, let's say they go out to do something. They're only thinking about the situation they might be. They're not thinking about what might be waiting for them on that other side. So if you're out looking for the big dirty might just fucking find you. You don't want that. It's almost like it's almost like being fucking hit with a fucking trank, passing out, and then waking up locked in a crawl space with a Sasquatch, being accosted by a Sasquatch in a crawl space. What are you gonna do? You can't run. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to sit there and take it willingly or unwillingly, like bending the knee. And I'm sorry, we all can be kings and queens of our own lives and have our own Iron Throne, and I'm on mine. This don't have to be Game of Thrones, but I'm on my Iron Throne, and I'm no bet. We're all kings and queens here. We're all the same. We're all equal. We all breathe. We all bleed. We all eat, live, die the same. Life is nothing but a series of distractions before you die. Just remember that. How you want it to go is up to you, though. So don't let nobody remove that fucking choice from you or try to give you an ultimatum, let alone yourself remove that choice from you, because I've seen people just, they literally go, I have no choice. I have no fucking choice. Like, here, you want to hear some fucked up shit? And this is me personally telling you from me. You want to hear some fucked up shit? When I got out on parole in 09, okay? And I was looking at 38 years, and I told him I was going to take that shit to trial. My neighbor called the police on. This is my second adult case. I beat my first one in 05. That was like rinky. It wasn't rinky dink shit, but they charged me terrorist acts after 9/11 for Molotov cocktails and shit like that. But I lucked out. Motherfucking the dude who fucking called the police on me and started to open that door, he got caught with a whole bunch of fucking drugs on parole, and IDOC wouldn't release him to testify at my fucking trial. See, hold on. And I've been, just a garbage truck. But no, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Like, you cannot. No matter what happens, just know that what you're doing. There's an action and a reaction. Okay. And I beat the one case, but then you got how would you feel? Your neighbor calls the police on you and says you shot him. They locked half the area down. They brought choppers, ghetto birds, and black ops. Oh yeah, straight up. These motherfuckers are crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to be stupid, but I was on the news. It made the front page of every fucking paper in the tri-state area. Both of my cases did, and I'm not proud of it, but you know what? If I didn't go through all the shit I went through, it wouldn't have shaped me into who I am today. So there's good things to salvage from bad things, but it's just like, it's fucked up. It was like a fucking nightmare, like what the fuck, like, I went to prison still, but I didn't do no 38, and I didn't get convicted or cop out to a violent crime. But it was the same judge and state's attorney from 05. So like they were out for blood, and it was election year. Ooh yeah, they were on my ass. Yeah, they were on me like Michael Jackson bad. Telling you, what the ass. Oh yeah, and they were trying. They were trying. But see, when you get locked up when you're real young, a lot of people forget that when you locked up, whether you juvie or adult, or there's a law library. Well, when I was young and before I got locked up, I used to think people who read books were faggots and bookworms and were garbage. So I'd treat them. And then all of a sudden, my dad died. 2 weeks later, I got locked up. I was 9. And when I was locked up, I read my first book. And you want to know what? That's when I fucking realized knowledge was power. And I used books to my brain like a fucking sword with a whetstone. This is my most powerful thing right here. Even though somebody tried cracking it like Easter, like it was a fucking egg. They didn't want my legs. Those motherfuckers wanted me dead. And I still keep that third stick on me like my extra leg. So if I ain't hearing good shit, you ain't gonna be hearing it. You'll be lucky if you see a fucking flash of light, let alone the hammer drop. But I'm not on that shit. I'm trying to work nonstop. And that's what I do. So you can think that I'm phony and call me Obi-Wan Kenobi, but really I was that ninja shinobi. So you wouldn't even know when I popped out of the bush. Oh, blah, boom, you was done. You was slumped and gone. But that's nothing to be fucking proud about, reeling this shit. I look at it all and I'm sad about it. I'm honestly like ashamed. I'm ashamed of all the shit that I've done. Like I said, it's so easy to go out and do something bad. Living with it's the hard part. It's like an itch you can't scratch. I do. And then like right now, the shit I'm going through right now, it's fucked up. If I didn't have work, idle hands is the devil's workshop, okay? And the devil works overtime, and he doesn't stop. It's a competition. See, a lot of people don't realize that, we might have a soul and there's life after death, but our soul is not even ours to bargain with. So, like, why do you think the industry is set up death by design, just like the streets? Because win or lose on our end, they get the fallout. They get the big fallout. Money raining from the motherfucking sky. Not because if you're a good celebrity, you're worth more dead. And that's a fucking fact. You're going to get nothing but facts from me. And then on top of it, let's say that you're not in the industry and you in the streets. Nobody wins but the funeral parlors and the government. Because if you die, it's funeral parlor. If you don't die, it's the government. You lock the fuck up. You'll be lucky you come out with a couple marbles rolling around in your motherfucking head. And then the ones that do get second chances, like me, most of them don't fucking take them. If it wasn't for my boy Gotti, rest in peace. Rest in peace, little Mike Gotti. Been 13 years. He be on that mother. I owe my life to him. That's why I try to do my best to take care of his, because he had a shorty on the way. He was like 7 months, 6.5 months. His lady was when he got killed a week after his 21st birthday, 23rd birthday. Sorry, 23rd. He got locked up when he was 15. Got charged with attempted murder when he was 15, and they charged him as adult. He copped out to it to aggravated battery with a firearm. Got a 12-piece. Yeah, got out a couple months before I did. We were like peas in a pod. We were like King Kong and Godzilla, ripping the fucking concrete up from our feet as we walked. And we weren't out there doing nothing bad. We were just taking care of business and trying to hold our own. And I paroled to the city in 2009. He said, "Here's my spot." Woo woo woo. I actually had 2 parole sites. It was crazy because my PO was like, "What the fuck are you doing up there?" I said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing bouncing around like pinball? Don't ask me a rhetorical question. Like, hey, I didn't have no, like, come on. Like, fuck, my first 3, like, this is the thing. When you in prison, like right before you're eligible for parole, regardless of what's going on, you got to apply for your other 6 months of good time, because when you walk through Statesville and NRC reception, you get 6 months right off the bat. Whether you got murder and you're doing 100%, sex crimes 90, violent crimes 85%, and drugs 60%, and non-violent, non-drug crimes 50%. Well, I was in a non-drug, non-violent crime. So, I had a 2-piece, two class 4s that I had ran consecutive, no concurrent. Consecutive stacked like Tetris. They wanted concurrent or consecutive. Whatever. I've got it mixed up, and I'm sorry. You want to know what? Sometimes I get tongue twisters, and that's what happens when you get shot in the motherfucking head. Yeah. I mean, I'm here, but the car's running, and I'm behind the wheel. But sometimes I get a little too vocal, and things get a little mixed up. You might think I'm like, oh, he's dyslexic or something. He's saying no. I'm sorry. I took one to the melon, and I'm, like I said, I should be dead. That's why I say I'm trying to help y'all. I even hate bringing it up because I gotta relive that shit every second, every day of my fucking life, and it sucks. And that's the least of the worries. My worries is to help y'all not go through anything I went through. For real. Because you wanna know what hurts me right now? My oldest is out on the streets right now. Yeah, ripping and running. Yeah, all over. He's making hell's creation. Oh yeah, everywhere he runs, there's a fire right behind him. Oh yeah, he don't give no fuck. And I can't tell him what to do. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I try to tell tell him what to do. And the thing is, I didn't raise him. I met him 7 years ago. I met him 7 years ago. I bounced into him when I was hanging out with my buddies, and they're like, "Hey, this is a motherfucker just like you, but he is crazy, crazy, super. He's nuttier than a squirrel turd." I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, he's just like you, but he's worse. He's hybrid. He's like hybrid." And I was like, "Oh fuck." And it was fucked up because at first I thought my people were like playing joke on me because nobody could tell me his name. They just tell me his street name, this and that. And one day he pops up. Man, and we were looking each other in the eyes. We were seeing each other. I'm seeing a caramel skinned person with blue eyes and, wavy hair. And this motherfucker he was like Billy the Kid. He had one on each hip, fucking, and he just didn't give a fucking. When he seen me, oh, it desensitized it. But he was like, the fuck? Because he was stuck. Because he was told I was dead at one time. He was told that I ran. He was told that I was a coward and I didn't take care of him. The thing is, I didn't even know I had him. I accidentally got his mother pregnant when I was 14. Yeah. Yeah. And when I was in the BD school, behavior, because when I wasn't locked the fuck up, that was the next step. You go to BD school, and then if you're good, they try to mainstream you back to your normal shit. Well, that never happened. That's why I ended up having to get my GED. And the only reason I got my GED is from my first adult case, when a motherfucker thought I was gonna fucking look out for him when he was working with Alphabet Boys, and I'm sorry, I'm not a domino. You're not setting me up to get knocked down like a fucking domino. So like when I got charged for doing what I did to that fucker, which whatever, that's water under the bridge, spilt milk. Part of my bail when I got a bond reduction was I had to obtain my GED because I didn't have a high school diploma. Well, I got my GED, and that's besides the point. But I had to do it. But he was lied to. He was lied to. So like when we seen each other, like there was no denying it. He looking at me, I'm looking at him, and everybody's like, "Look, how the fuck you gonna say that?" And I had a little bit of doubt, right? I had a little bit of doubt, like this ain't my son. This ain't my son. Because like I said, what happened was, I ended up, we ended up getting it in, me and his fucking mom, when we were young, right? Well, I didn't know she got pregnant, but when she got pregnant, her parents pulled out of school and they went to Mississippi or some shit. And then up 10 years later, they moved it back to Chicago. And then my shorty was there, and he grew up and became a product of his own environment. And Lord have mercy, God, we're sitting there, and before you know it, everyone's like, God, you guys got so much in common. Look at your manners and your demeanor. He's only a little bit more fucking crazier because, he's a spring chicken. And, but that don't mean nothing. You don't make it to my age being stupid. And, he's been shot twice already. And that was before I met him. Before I fucking met him. All it took though, after all the brass tacks and the red tape, I asked him. I said, "What's your mother's name?" He spit it out, and I fucking my switch flipped. I was like, "Oh my god, this is." And then on top of it, his baby mama calls him, right. And the thing is, he's married to the streets. I never was married to the streets. I never gangbanged, okay? See, that's one thing they don't tell any of y'all. They don't tell any of y'all. And I'm going to tell you this right now to prevent anybody from going through it. You don't have to be you can be a man and still take care of your shit and be a savage, and you don't have to gangbang in the fucking streets. And I'm sorry, that's how it went with me. I never had to, I never banged. I hung around with people who banged, and I knew in the back of my mind that, hey, by default, I'm making myself my own liability because I'm guilty by association, which automatically puts a target on my back. But I never banged. I never went out there shooting at motherfuckers I didn't know. I never went and kicked their motherfucking door. I never fucked anybody who didn't have it coming to them. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm not a badass. I'm not. But I love to get down with them hands because that's the thing. Now these days, nobody take an ass beat no more. I mean, look at my nose. You see how it looks like a fucking staircase? Yeah, because I'm so used to getting rowdy Piper. Fuck that bullshit. You beat somebody's ass this day, they coming back and they blowing your fucking shit back. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The real, he was on here earlier. He was on here earlier to shout out because it was too late for him. He probably had work and shit. But you want to know? He brought up a thing, and I don't even want to bring it up because where I paroled to, historical events happen, and it's sad because nobody won but the funeral and the government parlors. You know, it's sad as fuck. And you know, I had to, and and you know, got my boy got it. He got killed like right when that shit. Like he was part of it that started igniting it. You know, it was fucked up. It was real fucked up. So like, and when my guy died, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, I locked myself in a motherfucking room for 6 months trying to drink myself to death. Somebody knock on the door, I open that. Don't even try. If I see you even trying the handle moving, I'm gonna fucking shoot you right through the door. See your ass coming out through the floor. Yeah, I was fucked up like that because I was so prostrated with grief. And I still am, but I just know how to channel my anger, and my discretion is a better way. You got to remember, a real person knows their limitations. Back then I didn't. I had to learn. Sometimes you got to go through crazy shit. You can still salvage good things from bad things. It's just some people, you know, are so blind to it, or they don't ever get off autopilot. And autopilot's fight or flight. You know, I was desensitized at a point to where I lacked remorse, empathy, fear. Why do you think some of the top motherfuckers who are shooters and killers in the fucking cities all around the world get killed? Because they lack empathy, remorse, and fear. And then somebody that is so scared of them that doesn't want to die ends up clipping their ass. And when you have no fear, you're only on offense. You're not on defense. And I'm sorry, I play offense and defense too because I've lost a few down in the cuff, and then we dropped them too. And I'm gonna tell you, I shed some tears too, even like the family did too. And that shit sucks because it's like a spider web effect. You know, collateral damage, spider web effect. People don't understand how selfish they are when they're out there doing that shit, thinking they're trying to be the big man when you're nothing but crabs in a bucket, pulling each other down. You're not thinking about your family. You're so selfish that when you die, you don't realize until it's too late how many people you're hurting, and that's what flips other motherfuckers and turns them into demons. And then they out there rhyming and dying for you, and it just keeps going. Death by design, crop rotation, death rotation, and it's sad. It's sad as fuck. It's so sad. That's why I do the best I can to fucking stay away from all that shit. And the thing is, I have to be in certain areas if I want to fucking see my kin. And it's like I know in the back of my mind I gotta take that risk. So you know, if a motherfucker shoot, I won't hesitate to shoot at him. If they shoot at me out, you know. And you know, it's fucked up all the shit that I've seen and I've been through. Like, you ever watch somebody get fucking changed in front of you, unveiled, unlived? That's something you don't come back from either. That's just as bad as trying to change somebody like a fucking channel. Yeah. Fuck that shit. There's nothing good about it. Nothing good about it. You have to live with that shit. And there's no running from it. There's no running from it. You can pop a fucking mid. You can pop some irking jerks. That's what they do to go out and blow motherfuckers' head back. Fuck that shit. You know? You got motherfuckers that are hanging out windows like cowards, aiming at one person, but all they hit is the innocents instead of their target, looking like a bimbo. Yeah, seriously. And then you wonder why you got motherfuckers doing man ears. And I'm not talking like football. I'm talking triple fucking digits and shit. On both sides. See, this is my big thing. People don't realize in the cities that the way everything was set up back in the day when they started building like project buildings, you know, there's a fucking liquor store on every corner. There's this and that. They ain't got none of this shit down. You go all the way down, down, down. Unless you're going to go all the way to fucking this way. To Saskatchewan, Peoria or whatever. But like, you know, up in the Windy City, you got 72 little areas that are combined into one. From Austin to Utica Hills. Almost like what the captain of the drill team over there on Parkway Gardens would say. From Cicero to Stony Island. And you know, it's sad what happened to him because they used his ass like a tool too. And the thing was, he wasn't nobody to play with. He wasn't nobody to play with, but what I'm trying to tell you is motherfuckers can't take ass beatings these days. So motherfuckers get the ass whooped, they coming back and they blowing you down. So you get what you give in life. Karma. I'm not talking bad about it. I'm just saying facts. I'm going to tell you this right now. You want to know what's fucked up about the whole thing up there? It's everybody, like, I paroled to Washington Park, 63rd in Michigan, okay? In Chicago. Almost every, it's 3.1 miles length. You know how many people live in Washington Park and it's only like 3.1 miles? Why? Hundreds of thousands of people. So just imagine you've got everybody sharing the same gas stations, the same stores, the same bodegas. So like, there's certain spots that you just know not to go to. Like there's a Go-Lo on 51st in Indiana. Don't go to that motherfucker. You wanna know why? It's like the spot that they call the end in Joliet. The end, one way in and one way out. Once you in there, you fucked. And the thing is, now these days, they really don't give a fuck. They'll blow a motherfucker back in broad daylight with the cops watching. And then if the cops get out, they're going to shoot it out with them. On big grave in them. Fuck what you talking about. Yeah. I've seen things happen that just ain't right. Ain't fucking right. And I'm thankful that I'm still here because, like, I seen what certain people went through, and I seen what the fuck they did in reaction because their emotions just took over and they couldn't stop it. It was fate. And yeah, they got their lick back, but guess what? They done now. They're a statistic too. And I don't want people to become statistics. Not on some shit like that. Because I'm going to let you know this right now, my boy. Plenty of my guys, they didn't. That was one thing with me, you know, they wanted, you know, I pro up there like, hey, there's certain things you need to know. But we don't want you doing this. And they're like, you already got a reputation. So it's like, if you get with it with us, oh shit, you gonna be a prime target. And I was already a target because I was hanging with him. So it's like, I didn't sit there and go fuck yourself. I took it in. Oh yeah, I took it in. Oh yeah, I let that shit marinate. I let it marinate because I was just like resonate my brain because I was just like, man. And like, you know, what fucks me up is, you know, I get motherfuckers that don't want to say shit. That don't want to say shit. But it's like, I shouldn't have. Oh, Big A. What up, nephew? What up, Big A? What's happening with you? What's happening with your nephew? Are you still in trouble? Are they going to send you to JIT camp? Get the fuck out of FLA, boy. Get the fuck down here. On Gravendale. Get the fuck out of there, boy. Otherwise, you're going to be doing them test of hearts. You're going to be catching them fucking fades every motherfucking day, boy. Get the fuck out of there. Come back here. I got you a job. What up, nephew? Come on. See Shorty right here? Big A? AD? That's my nephew. Last time I talked to him in real, like when he called me, guess what? He called me to ask me permission to do a home invasion while he was kicking in the fucking door. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, this motherfucker's crazy. I said, don't you do it. I said, stop. I said, make a U-turn and turn it and move it like you're in fucking fast forward. Guess what? At least he has a brain because he wouldn't be on here right now. I could hear him in the background. The people in the background, like this motherfucker. I could hear the door getting caved in. The setting to it. You know the foundation. Like he's kicking it in. Asking me, when I go in, should I do this? No. You're not pulling a home invasion. You're pulling an aggravated home invasion. You don't know what's waiting on that other side of that door. Don't open the door. You can't close. He did. He called me to fuck up actually while he was doing it. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, what the fuck? And then all I could think about was like the type of shit I did. I was like, damn, I can't blame him because his dad is not taking care of him. So he looks at me like his dad, but I'm really like his uncle. Because me and his dad used to be best friends. And I don't know what the fuck his dad's doing now. So he looks at me like I'm his father, and I want him to come down here so I can switch his life up and let his life elevate. You know, get a better quality of life. Because in Florida, there's only going to be two things going to happen with him. He keeps it up because he just had a boy get shot the fuck up real bad and he lucked out and lived and didn't lose his life. Unfortunately, unlike mine. So like, I want him the fuck out of here. I want him out of there because one of two things are going to happen. He's going to get fucking found on the pavement twisted, or he's going to get slumped. He's going to get dropped into Everglades and wake up to an anaconda eating his ass. Yeah, the fucking anaconda's going to swallow him whole like an egg roll. And I don't want that. I want him to get the fuck back up here because I got a job for him. I let him come work with me. Fuck it. Because where I'm at, motherfucker, I got full motherfucking benefits. I got 401k. I got all the trimmings. And you want to know what? I never thought I'd ever have anything like that in my motherfucking life. Ever. So, and Big A, hey, Neff, blood, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I was worried about you because you don't pop up all the time. And I wasn't expecting you to because I'm lucky I could pop up here and there, you know? But, Big A, shout out my little nephew, Big A. Yeah, AD over there. Yeah. So shout out to that youngin. He a youngin. I wish I was his age again. Shit. Nothing fucks you harder than time. Shit. What do you mean? What's the job? And you being Mike, don't hit me with the Mike. That was my boy, man. Every time I hear Mike, all I hear is my boy. All I think about my boy Gotti, man. If you not around this age, there's ain't nothing I can do, and I can't. I'm sorry. You want to know what? Things are too fucking crazy these days for me to expose myself to where I fucking work. You find out on your own, then you a genius. Do what you gotta do. But I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not a crash dummy. I'm not drunk off clown sauce. I'm not going to slip and fall school again. No. I already looked down the barrel at fucking 38 years at 85% because that's what the fucking state offered me in '09. When my fucking neighbor fucking called the police on me and said I fucking shot him. Thank you. Thank you for being respectful. But the thing is, Big A, get the fuck off that probation or get your fucking probation transferred here and get the fuck over here so I can help you. Because I already talked to Pie and Big Grave and them. So, like, you gonna be doing exactly what I say and not on submission ways to get the fuck away from that negativity. We're gonna fill that negativity, that void. We're gonna pull all that negativity out, and that hollow void, we're gonna fill it full of bliss and benevolence instead of insolence and ignorance. That's fine. Hit me up, boy. Tomorrow's my day off, so you want to know what? I can somewhat flex a little bit at work. Yeah, I can. So, like when I go in tomorrow, I'm going to get an OT, baby. All OT. By the way, you want to know what? I'm so happy. I got my first big gobstomper since I've been back. My first check was a 3-day check. I went in the day the surgeon cleared me, and so I was fully healed. Yeah. Wow. You a little attention whore, ain't you? You just have to keep making noise to get my attention. Why don't you take it easy on yourself over there? Fucking, they crazy. They on their own. And you know how it is. They nocturnal by nature, so they're guarding. They're like rotating and shit. So they keeping me on guard because guess what? Motherfucker gotta stay on guard, especially motherfucker just got shot around this bitch. Or somebody got shot at. All I know is motherfucker ain't coming in here and doing nothing dumb. Someone want to come in here and play dumb? We ready to slum some. I ain't a grimy motherfucker, but you could trust me as long as you ain't on no snake shit. Otherwise, you gonna get slumped, B. I remember we used to spin the block 5 times a day like it was the 4th. And when we pull up, we shoot up shit like it's the 4th. When I was 13, I was in the streets. I wasn't on the porch. If I died even though I gang, will my homies kill for me? Yes, of course. Yeah, you know, and you fucking know it, boy. Yeah, you know it. Oh no, you gonna do it on King God. But what I'm saying, let somebody kick in the door and make it part of the floor. They go, oh, all they're gonna be is a wet stain and a lump of hair when I'm done. Fuck it. And guess what? If there's a stalemate, so be it. I don't give a fuck. Nobody leaving. Somebody kicking my door. They ain't leaving. Whether I die or not. Nobody killing my people. They can come over me to get my people. Because I should already be dead. And I'm not, you know, that ain't nothing to brag about, but no motherfucker coming in here and do nothing. And if they do, I'm going to face it. I never ran from a problem. I face it. I remember I come from the bottom basement. Now I'm living my life in the matrix. Motherfuckers always want to be hating. That's because they fucking are too fucking scared to fucking try and change shit. You know? body, I'm a fighter. My heart's a lighter. My soul's a fluid. My flow starts at writer. Austin Ryder. Told you. Right. They tell me that I write some shit. I got carpal tunnel now. I got diagnosed with start shititis. But that's because people don't like the brutal truth. And guess what? That is you, and fuck you too. I'm not telling you something negative too, but you maybe open them eyes up and take the blinders off too. Because if you can't see what's happening, then you're the one who's going to get cracked again. And guess what? That shit ain't going to happen again. And if it does, it's God's will, so let it be in. But I go ahead and I applaud myself, and I know that I can help myself, and you can't help nobody unless you can help yourself. And if you don't like the truth, then you can go to hell. And I don't want to see nobody burn, but guess what? Big Burn's ready to take its turn. So if you're out looking for the big dirty might find you at 4:30. Right before 4:20 when you're smoking blunt. Everybody gets killed when they're high. What the fuck? And that's the truth. Tell me if you got any homies that were fucking sober when they got motherfucking slumped. I'm sorry. I'm a pressure cooker. I gotta let my shit out. I do, because you hold that shit inside, it mentally, physically, and emotionally fucking destroys you and drains you. And then before you know it, you right back at it, shooting motherfuckers almost like you was smoking crack at it. Just like somebody tried to say, oh, I was meth mouth, you wouldn't fucking smile. These are all fucking real, motherfucker. Fuck the golds. Oh, I'm meth mouth. Yeah, no, that motherfucker was on that bullshit. That's why he don't pop up no more. Because that motherfucker took a dirt nap. My mod put him on my drag wall, on his drag wall. And we getting royalties and we laughing our ass off. So go ahead and keep going against the grain. All you're going to do is pass off. You better tell them motherfuckers to last off and think before they act, or they'll be thinking if they're lucky at all. Because we ain't playing. Life is not a game. Life's a gamble. You want to fucking roll the dice, see what happens. You better hope you hit your point. You better hope you don't. Hey, don't fall because you ain't getting up. Don't fucking fall because you's not getting up. But I'm going to let you know this right now. What time we got? What time we got on Grave and them? Somebody tell me the time, because my fucking phone is... I don't know. Oh, fuck. This is one of my phones. Damn, it's 4:37? Yeah, that's because these motherfuckers out here had to be out thirsty and shit. Damn. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to get off in like 18 minutes. I'm going to have to get off in 18 minutes because I got a chess game. That should have been started a couple days ago. So like, yes. I gotta keep my obligations. I'm a man of accountability. I love playing chess. I hate when people come out in here trying to play checkers on my chessboard, though. Big A, hey, get your fucking ass out here and I'm not saying forget about your father, but remember what you were saying? Oh, he don't want you around. You know why he don't want you around me? Because I'm doing the opposite of what he's doing. He's out there beating off of fucking sandpaper and cheese graters. That's why he's got a catheter as a cock. You, on the other hand, you still have a chance. I'll pull you in, and you can bask in glory and warming embrace. Absent negative thoughts with the task at hand with deadly purpose. See, this is the thing. You're not obligated to talk to him, especially if he's not looking out for you and never has. See, every life I created, I took care of. And I take care of my grandkids. I didn't create them lives. But by default, I did because I created the life that created them. And that's what was so fucked up about my shorty. You know, when he was like, when I asked him what his baby mama's name was, and he told me, man, my eyes rolled. But then when he started talking about his kids, I'm like, what you mean, your kids? He's like, I got twins. Twins running my motherfucking family hard. So I knew then there was no going on Murray and going, you are the father. I knew I am the father. And he went back to try to kill his mother. Oh, yeah. He put a gun in her mouth because they lied to him. You know, how would you feel if you were a shorty and you were told your daddy was gone or he ran away and he was a coward, this and that, and then all of a sudden you move back to where you were created, and then all of a sudden you see your daddy, you bouncing in one of the motherfucking streets, and then you get the real truth, and then you go back and you accost your own mother and go, and then you play stupid because he did. He played it real smart. He played stupid at first. He goes, so how long has my dad been gone? I don't know what she said, but all I know is he hurry up and put her up against the wall and put a fucking gun in her mouth. That's what I was told by her. And I'll tell you this right now. I was so glad he didn't do it. I told him, I said, don't do it, man. Don't do it, man, because then you gonna make me fucking murder her. But I can't tell him what to do. That's why when that stupid motherfucker popped up, that fucking Ching How Tao Pa Wa, yeah, Mister Wong Wong Ching Chong Ding Dong, yeah, thinking he King Kong. Oh, your kids ain't safe. No, you ain't safe for my fucking kids. Why don't you come parachute into the Windy City, motherfucker? O'Hare? You can come to O'Hare or you can go to the other one. I don't give a fuck. You just let me know where you're at and I'll hit him up and I'll give him your fucking and he'll drop the low and you can go ride on that block and watch what happens. Your ass won't make it the fuck off of it, even if you in a bulletproof fucking vehicle. Because they're gonna take out the fucking tires, you stupid son of a bitch. And then when you upside down, they're gonna hit the motherfucking tank. Your ass done. And God forbid you try to get out and try to run. Motherfucker, they're out there cracking heads like cracking Easter like it's eggs. They don't want your legs, bitch, they want you dead. And you didn't want to talk shit to me like you fucking knowing it. If you ain't been about it, I suggest you don't be talking shit. Because I got the vouchers. I don't have to prove it. Motherfuckers that really know me know that I was really with that shit. And I didn't have to fucking be. It's just how I was be. Because of the shit that I went through when I was young. You're fucking right. Rest in peace, Duck. On folks and them. Rest in peace. You want to know what? You want to know, Big A? Hey, you hitting a nerve. You want to know why? Because, like, all that fucking combines with everybody right now. And I'm not just talking to everybody on the street. I'm talking my brother, my aunt, my cousin, everybody else that was part of that shit. I don't even want to, like, dude, like, hey. Can't do that. I know you, hey, I know you showing respect. Shit. You could get turned into a block of Swiss cheese. The thing is, now these days, motherfucker put so many holes in you, you'll whistle a song when you fall. Fuck what you talking about. Like I said, don't fall because you ain't getting up. Don't motherfucking fall because you ain't getting up. And you want to know, they did him, they were fucking cowards. And when you wonder why they all fucked in the feds right now, yeah, they never getting out. They did it in the shopping district on Oak Street, the richest part of Chicago. While Duck, Carlton Weekly, rest in peace, Duck, was out getting his son an outfit for his birthday the day before. And they had to pull up. And 4 people pulled out with assault right, shot him in his ass 26 times, and he still didn't die. He was trying to get up. The police were holding his ass down. They wouldn't even give him medical attention. The fucking hospital was fucking 2 minutes away. If you go look at the video, it's sad. He's actually trying to get up after being shot 22 fucking times. And I'm not talking with a handgun. I'm talking with like MP4s and SKSs and shit. And he's actually trying to get up. He was a hard body. They hated him because he was real. He didn't give a fuck. Like and that was the big thing. Motherfuckers were trying to get him out of Chicago, and I don't even want to get into that. You want to know why? Because I don't gangbang, and even though I knew that, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't know Duck personally. I met him one time. He barely even noticed me. I told him about he was just getting popping, but like a lot of his people, close people, like Wooski. And he got hit in the head during Dusky's funeral. But Duck lost his brother and his cousin on 7/17/17. The only day that they didn't have their tool. Like get right, they were out trying to get some food. Yeah. And people want to talk like they know what I mean. But you don't fucking feel the pain. You can't even see. Why don't you fucking look in my eyes and you really see? Eyes are the windows of the soul. Tell me if I'm lying. I'm for real now. It's so sad when you take a homie to go see somebody in the grave because before you know it, that motherfucker end up in the grave. And that shit'll make you tear so much you'll drown motherfuckers in the way. I had to build an ark just to make sure I didn't drown from the people I sparked. And yeah, I used to take drugs not to get upset because I know my motherfucking little wet. Don't let you marry fucking where you at because you get laid out on a pallet flat. And I know all my people could see me. Plus my brother, I know he believed me. And thank God that I wasn't with because I'm still here to teach you and prevent it. You just guys don't know how I feel. Yeah, I used to be the one who popped 4 or 5 pills. I always question God, but I get no answer. I used to roll around with that stick because I would never panic. Everybody tried to convince me to get better, but I knew it wasn't. I knew deep inside that's just how it was. And you know life painful, and you know it's dangerous, and you know our anger's up, and we letting things bust. But when they seen us up, they couldn't believe this up. They tried to get up with us, but it was too late, y'all. Do y'all all know what it's like to lose one of y'all bros? Y'all tell me, can you really feel me? Cause if y'all, then I want you to feel me. I want to know why did you die by yourself? I was supposed to be there for your help. You was just out there trying to get some food. Man, homie, why couldn't you have your tool? It's just how it is, what it is. I'm gonna let you know this though, man. Like, we all got a choice. Think long and hard before you go that way. Think long and hard because, like, hey, like like I don't like to bring names up, and like the thing is, I believe God just got him just locked in. It doesn't matter what he done, but like the captain of the drill team over there in Parkway. I don't even like to say that spot they call that because it's not anymore. They killing each other. They're in a civil war because they think they won the war. There was no war to win. They were killing their own blood. As T and EBT and all them and Charles, they had family blood ties on each side. So it really where you lived, that's what it was. It didn't matter you had blood that lived a block over. If they wasn't with you, you were killing your own family, and that's what exactly what was going on. And it's sad. It's fucking sad. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Like, how do you think you feel? Hey, let's say you go out and you trying to josh on a motherfucker. And you go and get a fight with a motherfucker, right? And he beats your ass, right? What do? You don't sit there and shake his hand like I used to do back in the day. You run back and get a gun. Then you start shooting motherfuckers. They don't even see it coming, right? And then you got like his cousin that's with him, holding his cousin because he's dying in his arms. And they shoot him too. And the motherfucker was going to go to the NFL right out of high school. And to this day, he's bolted to a wheelchair. Yeah, he got taken out his glove. So, you get what you give. Somebody got took out his glove. And it's sad. There's nothing to brag about. This ain't no flaunting. This is actual, factual, historical events. Y'all need to know. Y'all got a choice. And I'm not saying, you guys, I'm fucking here and there. I ain't got nothing to worry. No, you do have something to worry about because the minute you walk out the door, you have a best case scenario 50-50 chance whether you make it back in or not. And that's a motherfucking fact. And if it's not, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Because if so, I'll give you your fucking notoriety. And I'll let you take some of my credibility. But I don't think it's going to happen. We're not perfect. We're creatures of habit. We're all susceptible to human and physical weakness. You tell me I'm lying? I'm sorry, I'm just everyone. Sometimes people go, "Why are you so mad?" Even doing, I'm not mad. I just stating facts because that's all I know. I don't know nothing other than that. So don't mention Twitter, mention where you at. Because I'll pop up and let your fucking family feel that pain. Then you'll know it then. And I didn't have to gang bang, but I always stand on my own 10 because that's what my people taught me to be a grown man. I had to get off my ass and get my own bands. I didn't ask for no handouts. I didn't like to hold hands. We were rolling right with 30 shot tours. I know those motherfuckers was out there trying to do us, but I ain't going like no goofy, so you better leave me alone. Because if you try to shoot me, I won't hesitate to shoot you. I remember my mama looking me in the eye one day, and she told me, "You've been a man for many things, so I gotta be strong. And you can't ever let nobody get you down, no, 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 no. So you better listen to your mind and your heart and your gut all at the same time, because if you don't, then you'll rewind and everything will be upside down and you won't know why. And then you'll be like, why it rains, it pours. I just don't want it to rain no more. I hurt myself so much my body's sore. It feels like my mind and my heart's going to war. In real life, and this is the truth, I put other people before I put myself. And when I needed other people, most of them wasn't there. I can only call on about 3 or 4 motherfuckers with real help. So the rest of them, why the fuck should I care? I've had my heart stepped on too many times. I had stupid motherfuckers fill my head with too many lies. I know who's really ready down for me when it's time to ride. That's why when I gotta do it, I got them by my side. You know how you learn. Man, I hit the corner, hit the wrong turn. Yeah, I crashed out and I almost burned. But I like rolling big woods and soul burn. They say when it rains, it pours. I just don't want it to rain no more. I hurt myself so much, my body's sore. I feel like my mind and my heart's going to war. They say people snakes nowadays, you don't know who to trust. That's what my brother told me back in 2011, so I knew what was up. The only way we going down, not up, but we elevated and we proved them what. So I'll tell you this, the only shit that I want is for my kids in future, yeah, to be protected from all this fucking negativity. And if you don't like it, then I suggest you come see me, because I have no deluded illusions of grandeur or glory. Death coincides with life. And it's gonna happen 1 second at any time. And guess what? I'm not afraid to die, because I know there's fucking life after death, and that's right. So everybody knows it. You better talk it like you know it. And if you don't, you better show it. Because if you don't, you might not even get a chance to own it. But guess what? I've got to go in about a minute and 30 seconds, though. And we counting down like emoji dough. And we all have floating emojis with timers going. And once it get the fucking zero, it means that it's time for you going zero. And you might go down or you might go with. Either way, you're going to be stuck, and you better pray you don't get caught in limbo. Anybody know anything about purgatory? That's what's in hell and heaven. I don't even want to tell the story. You ever think that you fucking died, or clinically been legally dead and it's on paper and it ain't a lie? I remember getting pulled to the pearly gates, and before they opened, they said, "Hold up, wait. We know that there's no hesitation with it, way." But like a fish, I was pulled it back in A. And now I'm here and I'm still living. And I gotta show you how the fucking been. And if I gotta tell you the truth from the fucking beginning, wait till the shit goes down. You're gonna see what's really been happening. Somebody gave me a good idea, and I'm gonna let you know right now. I salute you here. And when we get off, we gonna do it here. We gonna play chess, and I love you, yeah. I think one day I'm gonna write a book and let everybody know how the fuck I shook, and everything from the bottom to the top. Look, so y'all can know and relate. If you guys don't know what to do and you're fucking stuck, You ever been between a rock and a hard place and you never had a choice and you thought today was gonna be the day that you might take an A, but in case it wasn't, you was the one who sprayed, and then you might have got some peace of mind. But at night you didn't dream, you fucking nightmare. And guess what? It kept chasing air. Like a fire that kept burning your ass up until you wasn't there. Because I'll tell you, what goes around comes around. So if you out there playing like it's a playground, they're going to play with you and they're going to put you in the ground. Before that, they can record it while it's going down. And then they're going to post the shit on the Instagram or anywhere that anybody can see it, yeah. With a pair of ears and a pair of eyes, yeah. So they can talk shit and laugh or come back at you and go, yeah. I'm going to let you know something, people. There ain't nothing cool trying to be illegal or illegal trying to be a beagle, because you could be out minding your business and still get you. And I'm not telling you to try to get with you. You'll fucking think somebody's trying to give you a picture. The last thing you see is a flash of light. You'll be lucky if you're heading to other life, because otherwise you in that fire. And you gonna burn, yeah, with desire. The same shit you gave out when you was out retiring. And I'm not a fucking liar. If you don't believe me, then go out and try it. You'll know I'm not a liar. And for all the people who want to fucking hate, then why don't you just stop and fucking try to relate? But that's the thing, I don't think you could fucking relate. But why don't you stand up and have some courage and try to try it, eh? Or are you just afraid of fucking change? And that's what I think. You just afraid to get fucking changed. And I don't think you want a couple in your fucking brain. I was lucky it bounced off my head and ricocheted. But what really fucking sucked a lot was when I woke up and didn't know what the fuck was on. I really wish I had a blunt in my mouth and gun in my palm. But the truth was, I didn't know what the fuck was up. Woke up in a diaper full of fucking shit. And a catheter up in my dick. And everybody looking at me like this. Is he alive or is he a vegetable, man? Or do we pull the plug? That was one of the roughest parts of my life. Trying to learn everything from the start. Like I was a little fucking kid. Yeah, a little shy. I remember before that I was out there murdering shites. You know what that means in Dungan, England. You out to take a dump in the toilet in. The WC is where motherfuckers getting. And the most dangerous thing is not a gun, it's the fucking women. Because back in my day, there wasn't no thing called the back door. Now the back door is getting set up by your own people or a fucking whore. Or maybe your own best friend that has an agenda because they're going to kill him after they send you. That's why I got to always premeditate. Because I don't want a motherfucker to get me A. And I know there's out there people really wanting me. And I've never even gangbang A. But because the people I was with, I had to stand with them because I wasn't a bitch. And you think I was going to watch them just get hit and not blow back? That means you ain't fucking shit. But like I said, you get what you live. And if you don't like this shit, I suggest you don't do it. And all I'm trying to do is prevent it from you guys doing the same shit and keeping it happening. I've been on for 3.5 more extra minutes. It's time to go, cause chess time is about to get it. Don't ever play checkers on my chessboard. Otherwise, guess what? Your ass will get aborted. See y'all later. If I have another good day later, I'll be on laughing later. I love you, Big A. You better stay safe. If you don't come back, I'll come kidnap you, A. Because your dad doesn't give a fuck. I respect your mother because she loves you up. And she doesn't want you to get fucked. But you better know that there's somebody over here that's going to take care of y'all. I'm out. Another one with your boy with him. I'm out.